Dragon Ball
Super Hero.
What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. You already know what time it is. It is your boy Dalton, aka the Slice Senpai, back here with
Darzeus.
Yes, sir. You already know what time it is. We are here to talk about the new Dragon Ball Super movie, Super. Literally Dragon Ball Super superhero.
Crazy, ain't it? Who would have thunk of a name that insane? And Dalton, to start you off, how'd you feel about it? No spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it so far, but Dragon Ball Super superheroes haven't gotten much super content in a while, and I myself enjoyed this one. How'd you feel about it though?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I enjoyed it too. For the people that haven't seen it, I think it is. If you're an anime watcher or a Dragon Ball fan since the '90s, this is a must-watch kind of movie. I think that it's just a movie that is very Dragon Ball-esque. I think that's the only way you can describe it. It's just a fun.
Shit.
You feel me, bro? Like, just people going in, throwing hands, and having a good time. You're watching people level up, and I think that you really get to stick to that, like, trope that we've always seen of, like, Piccolo is Gohan's real dad, not Goku. Mm-hmm. And it's really just, like, Piccolo trying to bring out Gohan's latent power that he's always tried to do his whole life. You
and
feel
Piccolo
me?
doing so for himself as well, having to
Boy.
frolic up a little bit, you know what I mean? And nah, dude, it just felt, I agree with you wholeheartedly. It felt really good watching this. It felt like, I'm not saying this is peak Dragon Ball. However, it just felt like some high-class Dragon Ball to watch. A new scenario. The plot of it was very interesting, obviously tied into some past things that have occurred in the series, tying it to the present, Dragon Ball, all the way back to Super. And I guess they made Android 21, Baby Girl, Dragon Ball Fighters, canon.
That's how you know it ain't canon, boy.
Oh my god, that boy Gero was bodying 21.
Boy, no, but for real, with the movie, I feel like it was not even to compare it with the Broly movie, but I feel like it was awesome because it didn't even feel like a movie that you were supposed to take as seriously as the Broly movie. It was a lot more like meme moments, very funny moments throughout the movie. Like, I was laughing the whole time.
Let's emphasize that. Let's emphasize that. Funny. It was actually very enjoyable. Like, I went to see that shit alone, and I was still at points just like giggling to myself, laughing out loud at certain points. And like, dude, very entertaining watch, and like I feel like it's a family friendly movie, you know what I mean? Just very jokes for the kids up to the adults.
Whoa, you said family friendly with Bulma out there like that?
BB Bulma, BB Olma.
Nah, Bulma.
That shot where they just literally slight spoiler, you're gonna get to see a full shot of Bulma's butt, and I was like, I had to look away for a second. I was like, goodness gracious, think of the kids. Think of the kids, dog. But, I mean, what's funny about that, talking animation, the 3D animation, sort of the elephant in the room when it comes to this film. Marketing made it look a bit weird, can't lie to you. None of the pictures which came out beforehand truly, I guess, exemplified what we were going to be getting ourselves into watching this. How do you feel about it after watching that whole experience?
I'm gonna be honest, like, at first, I was very off-put by the trailer. I didn't even let myself fully watch all the Dragon Ball trailer, because I remember seeing a scene with Gohan in particular that had some 3D animation, and I was like, there's no way they're about to do this to Dragon Ball. And even going and watching the movie, I feel like early on, they blast you with nothing but 3D. It is only 3D for like the first, like, I don't even know, the movie's like, what, an hour and a half? I'd probably say the first like 10 minutes is a lot of 3G. But then they start doing a good job of blending some 3G with some, like, a lot of 2D animation. I just kept saying 3G, I meant 3D, but like a bunch of 3D animations.
Bro, we're not
with
even at 5G wireless yet. No, I feel you,
because
because like where 3D animation's at currently, it's like 3G. We're at 3G of 3D animation, and we're gonna get to 5G someday. We're gonna get there, but this was definitely that transition to 4. This was 100%. That transition to 4 bars, bro, because I have never seen a 3D animation which truly hit as hard as Dragon Ball Super.
Swear?
Bro, it looked fire. The fight scenes look amazing. Even just the blending of creating the characters within it. The only 2 characters who I can say, 3 characters looked a bit odd for me, and it was Yajirobe, Goku and
I'd agree with
Vegeta.
that.
I think it's kind of hard to picture Goku and Vegeta not looking like Goku and Vegeta, the one that we've seen on pictures and on, the manga panels and on TV throughout our entire lives. It's hard to see that. And then Yajirobe just kind of looked, I don't know, he was eating and shit. So I guess it's probably a little bit harder to like perfectly portray that within like the development of 3D animation. However, dude, I have no qualms, none at all. Like you said,
None.
it blended seamlessly, the 2D with the 3D throughout it, and like, bro, just CG animation. If this is what you're gonna give us, I'm excited to see the future. Definitely excited.
You feel me? Because it can only get better. Like, even think about like us watching anime in the 90s 2D animation versus watching 2D animation now in like 2020s, dog. Like, if CGI is only gonna get better from there, I feel like that's a good place to start. You feel me? Like, even you saying like those people that you did think look weird, I would agree with that just because it's like what you're nostalgic and used to seeing. But then like whenever I saw somebody like Lord Beerus or like Broly, I didn't even think twice. Like, it didn't look any different to me almost from like the 2D versus like the CGI like 3D animation. So to me overall, I think that they did a great job with it. There are a lot of energy blasts that they used that look badass too.
Oh my god, bro.
It looked
The big beam blast at the end, I swear to god, I do not understand it. How Dragon Ball can make beam clashes still look cool, still look different to this day. Such a nostalgic thing to get a good beam.
The same
clash
exact
in.
moves too. The same exact moves. You feel me? He didn't use nothing new. Same exact moves, but I was still at the end like, ooh, like boy, tough. It was extremely tough. Actually, there's I don't want to give too many spoilers, but I would say that like the main villain to me looked a little weird too. But I mean, like, how do you make the main villain look like
so I feel
awesome in like a movie?
Hey, this is that point in the video. If you haven't seen it yet, you've heard our consensus thoughts on some of the elephants in the room and just the film in general. I recommend it. Dalton?
Highly recommend the movie. If you are a Dragon Ball fan, go watch it. And if you want to keep on seeing movies get pushed out in other like cultures outside of Japan, you got to support them, dog.
Hey, this is Dragon Ball, though. That's not even a conversation I have here. Let's get into the spoilers, though.
Now, do you agree with what I was saying? Cellmax, dope. Like, it was cool to kind of like see Cell come back. It was like the second form of Cell that we see whenever you're watching like Dragon Ball Z back in the day, and it's the Cell Saga. But I don't know. It's just something about him was just like very off-looking to me. While
I just don't
we were
get
in like
why,
the last like little
it's,
bit of the
it's
movie.
funny that they go for like the monstrosity look is what
like a kaiju type, literally from the kaiju guy. They go for like the kaiju look.
Like Perfect Cell is the perfect Cell for me. You know what I mean? Like Perfect Cell is just that dude, the sleek faced bug of one kind, one of one. Whenever that dude just comes in on his menacing shit, and just even not even being able to hear Cell talk, kind of pissed me off a little bit, because like that's one of my favorite parts about Cell.
Yeah,
growing
just
up, just
instead
knowing
of
his
talking
personality
every single time the camera goes to him.
Yeah, bro, just him screaming and just being belligerent. Like, I don't know. I kind of like whenever my last villain has, if not an ideology, at least something to fucking say.
The two droids were better as villains, like quote unquote villains, because they weren't villains by the end of the movie, you know what I mean? But like, I saw them as cooler villains than like what Cellmax was, type of thing. Like, whenever 100%. They were like our villains at the time, and like Piccolo was fighting 2 and Gohan was fighting 1. It was like, those were like cooler villains to me than that. What did you also think about like them kind of throwing up text on the screen whenever Piccolo was fighting Gamma 2 for the first time?
That definitely looked bad. I think that was a bad way to start out the film. Just because, like, if people have reservations with 3D animation, like the CGI shit, it's definitely not going to help doing weird comic booky stuff like that. However, taking my animation-only self out of watching that part, I still enjoyed the fact that, like, this perfect genius scientist, Dr. Drhedo, or whatever his name was, he wanted to create people who are, like, he's already been mentioning. Like, he's like, oh, I want my droid to be like a superhero, like in the manga. And he literally created the most page, like 1970s manga-ass character. Comes in, he's punching people, got the sound, like the onomatopoeia popping up and stuff. Like, it's just funny. So I thought it was okay.
Right in with Germa.
But, like, after that fight, their introduction into, like, well, not introduction, just their experience within that whole film was very dope to watch, dude. Whenever, like, Gamma 1 and 2 are fighting against Gohan and Piccolo, that shit was so dope. The whole, like, stage is breaking. They're just out here, boom, 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 and then
Hey, and they were tough, dog. Like, they were tough, but, like, if we talk about spoilers, now the two people that we gotta talk about, motherfucking Kami Piccolo and Gohanbeast is what they're calling it on the internet now. I saw this article that said that Gohanbeast form is actually what Toriyama originally wanted
that ain't Kami
Gohan
Piccolo.
to be, or Super Saiyans to be.
Hey, that's the old Piccolo. Kami Piccolo, the old Piccolo.
Oh yeah, that's fact.
That was a funny little
This is
thing.
Daquan Piccolo.
That was so funny. The whole movie, everybody's like, "Oh, Demon Lord Piccolo, Demon King Piccolo, Kami Piccolo." No, hey, you don't know. That's the old. That's the old. That's Will Smith pre and post slap. Just a nicer guy. Just a good dude. Nah, bro. But Orange Piccolo and that new form of Gohan were badass.
Crazy.
Badass. And like you were saying, I remember you mentioned that like this is what Akira originally wanted Super Saiyans to be. And I think that's just cool, keeping Dragon Ball, trying to use any sort of idea which he's had throughout this entire thing, because dude, Dragon Ball's older than some of y'all kids out there. Older. I think it's older than me and shit. Like,
yeah, I'm about to say shit. It might be older than me.
Yeah, like it's just so freaking dope that it's turned into this, dude. It's
crazy.
Cool. And
like,
it's still
crazy.
out. It's still doing it.
You feel me? Like, just full circle. Like, even us, like, watching Dragon Ball Z way back in the day, like, coming home from school or, like, waking up early in the morning to, like, watch Dragon Ball Z all the way to, like, shit, now, like, I went by myself yesterday as a grown-ass adult to go watch Dragon Ball.
Still seeing
Super,
Gohan
and, like, enjoyed it.
Still seeing Gohan and gotenks and freaking Goku, Vegeta. Hey, seeing Lord Beerus trying to risk it all. Beerus was really ready to risk it all for what's her name, Chi-Chi, whatever the heck her name is.
He didn't care what her name was. He didn't care.
It didn't matter.
Come on, he didn't care.
Oh my god.
And then the fusion.
No, you see, like, it was just a good movie. It was a good Dragon Ball
movie, bro.
Movie. Like, it had all the points you wanted in it.
Just makes you remember everything, dog. So, like, overall, I say it is a great watch. If anything, it made me honestly want to read the Dragon Ball Super manga more, even though it's not canon. It just, like, gives you those feels again. So, I might start getting back into the manga again. I don't know what you thought. You got any other last thoughts about the movie there, just for the people?
Hey, if anybody thinks Bulma's petty, Vegeta don't.
Hey,
Vegeta don't. Come on,
Piccolo
bro.
said. Matter of fact, if we leaving y'all with anything, Piccolo said, you could have wished for anything in this world, and you wished for a BBL, bro.
Bro,
I what else am I supposed to say after that?
I'm out.